What's up, guys and gals? Your host is the most Griever, as always, bringing you guys the next piece of One Piece. Chapter 1055 is here. 55. We're going to do a live reaction to this one because I was requested that. I was streaming last night right before the chapter supposedly dropped. It was about an hour or two. I was already in bed by that time, and then I went to work today. But yeah, Caden on my gaming stream, which definitely go check that out. We're playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's fantastic. Recommended I live react to this, so I'm imagining some greatness is going to happen. I'm imagining some pretty cool shit. Post in between arcs is usually the hypest chapters. Let's be real; they almost always are. So, anyways, let's just get into the live reaction. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so the Shonen Jump cover, or yeah, it looks like the Shonen Jump cover this week is literally, alright, that's kind of cool. It's the entire One Piece film red. Yeah, and we get Shanks there, the One Shanks guides. We got Luffy wearing a very badass looking pirate hat, looking quite funky. Is that a leather jacket thing? I don't know about that. Maybe it's the color, but he's looking too punk. He's looking a little too punk. He's got the spike thing. He's got adding some goth. Like, did he steal that jacket from King? Is he trying to get a bit of a King look to him? I don't know. Anyways, so first page. Oh no, the first page is still a 8.6 Roadshow One Piece film red. Looks like a thing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. About One Piece film red. I'm hoping that this daughter of Shanks is an adopted daughter. I've been hoping that the entire time. I really hope this is not truly Shanks's daughter. Something about that doesn't resonate with me. I don't like the idea that Shanks has a kid that he abandoned. You know what I mean? Not that, or maybe not abandoned is the right word, but yeah, like we already have that with Yasop on the crew. Like, we don't need them all to be deadbeat dads. You know what I mean? Like, I could see Shanks maybe being a deadbeat dad. I could sort of see that. Like, he's got a greater calling, blah blah blah, or maybe he's just a deadbeat. But I don't know, like, this late in the game, it just seems so. I'm hoping, once again, if One Piece film red is canon to the story and stuff like that, this is assuming it's canon. It seemingly is, because we're getting manga panels about it right here. Sort of like how Shiki, you know, the Golden Lion is definitely canon. It's just the movie wasn't. I'm assuming this might be a similar idea, but as I said, I'm hoping that it's not. Something about it just doesn't sit well with me. But anyways, we'll have to wait to see the movie. Let's see. And then first page is New Age. Most sources are translating the title of her song as New Genesis, but it's supposed to match the title of this week's chapter 2. We did not feel like Genesis would work as well with the context present in the manga. Okay, New Age is a song. And so Uta's song was born. Let's see. She's listening to something. Uta, listen. Pirates have stormed the town. Uta, they got my dad. Save us, Uta-chan. The houses are burning. Uta-chan. And listening to a bunch of music. Pen, I need a pen. It's not here. Boom, boom. Draws out New Age, the music. Pant, pant. It's done. My magnum opus. Okay, so she now has written the ultimate song called New Age, I guess. Oh, okay. Oda drew this little extra showing the moment Uta penned her New Age theme, which is, I'm assuming, the theme for the movie or whatever. So, because she's a singer or what have you. So, okay. I mean, I don't mind the little extra here, but as I said, I'm not crazy about Uta as a character design or her backstory, so I have to wait to see the movie to truly judge. Can we move on to the chapter? Oh, there we go. All right, so we're actually on to the chapter. Chapter 1055, entitled New Age. All right, so everybody's chilling. There's Zeus and Nami and Otama and everybody's having a good time. And then, stop, Yamato. Why? Why won't you let me fight? You mustn't lay a hand on him. Why? He took another hit. Okay. So my reasoning last week is that they need to learn how to stand on their own 2 feet. What happens when they leave? What happens when they go? I established that last week's review, is that it's Momonosuke and the samurai's job. It's not Luffy's job anymore. It's not Yamato's job. They have helped him, kicked a foreign entity out of their land, and now it's their job to defend their borders from here on out. It's not their responsibility anymore, and they need to prove that they can handle that, regardless whether it's a Marine Admiral or not, right? So that was my reasoning. Maybe there's a different reason. Maybe it's a tactics reason. I don't know, but that was my reason. So let's see. Why won't you let me fight? And boom! Oh man, Green Bull is really giving it to Momo. But Momo, once again, Momo is not used to this stuff, and Momo was never strong. Even stated when Momo got old and older and stuff like that in the end of Act 3 or whatever, and we got the confirmation, said maybe never as strong as Odin, maybe never a powerful king, but a benevolent king and stuff like that, right? That's what we got. So, all right. So we have Raizo, Nimpo, Scroll, Jutsu, Fire Release. Okay, so we brought that up before too. Fire is the obvious weakness, right? We've seen the weaknesses before. Enel's fruit, right? Rubber being the natural weakness. Of course, there's going to be natural weaknesses to these fruits, right? So this is going to be interesting to how he's going to handle this. Now, Raizo, then again, Raizo was the one who managed to completely flood, but Jinbei was sort of with the assist with that one. So Raizo should be able to do some damage, I would think. Just kidding? Wait, what? You're the Wood fruit or the Forest. Either way, I know my Pokemon. Just kidding. Fireproof Forest. You're up against a Navy Admiral? You think I wouldn't be able to guard against such an obvious weakness? Okay. I believe this is our first instance, and I'm sure that people of the Admiral Agenda are probably losing their minds, be like, look how wrong you were, firing obvious, woo, Admiral Agenda. Ah, shut the fuck up. I mean, but, because sorry guys, Admirals aren't where it's at. But, I dislike this for one reason, because actually Green Bull here is acknowledging it is a weakness, because he said I wouldn't be able to guard against such an obvious weakness. So clearly it's a very obvious weakness. Fire burns forest down, forest fires, right? Like, it's so obvious, right? Like, I've got the wood fruit, like I got the water fruit, but guess what, so like it's just one of those things. Like, I'm going to be a conductor for electricity, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, if I'm fire fruit, water's going to hurt me. That kind of idea, right? Like, they're obvious weakness. Crocodile with water and blood and any liquid sand, terrible, right? Obvious weakness. And herein lies my issue with this then, is that Fireproof Forest, my issue isn't, because if anybody was going to be able to train themselves in their devil fruit ability to be able to guard against these weaknesses, I would expect a Navy Admiral. An Admiral would be one of the ones to be able to do so, right? Just like how we assume certain people have advanced hockeys or Conqueror's hockeys or etc. We can sort of infer and imply if anybody has it, they have it, right? So that's not my problem. My problem is, actually, it's a little twofold. Is number one, how I'm looking at it, Fireproof Forest. How? Like, I'm not seeing Armament Hockey to guard against it or anything like that. So, how? He's got an ability called Fireproof Forest. How? How is that a thing? How do you make wood? How do you make it fireproof? I mean, technically, you have fireproof plywood and you paint it and stuff like that. You could argue, but if you engulf it in flames, it's fire resistant. It's not fireproof, even though they call it fireproof paint and stuff like that. Everything burns. It's got more resistance. It'll last longer in a fire, but it's still gonna fucking hurt. It's still gonna burn, smoke, everything. It's not, it's not gonna defeat the fire. So, how did he do that? How did he turn? Because he's growing literal plants, right? Like this. He's taking up the nutrients from the ground. Like, this isn't like his own. But I mean, you could argue it's part of his body, but how did he make a fireproof forest? How? That's kind of dumb to me, not gonna lie. It's not because I don't care for the Admiral Agenda or Green Bull in general. Like, I'm just not happy with this in general. Like, that's kind of, yeah. Because if that's the case, because I think this is the first instance that we've seen of this, which once again, the Navy Admiral part, fine dandy, but if that were the case, what about Crocodile? He supposedly had complete mastery of his devil fruit, and yet he didn't create a waterproof sand. You know what I'm saying? Like, see how stupid that sounds? Waterproof sand, you know? Fireproof forest. You know, like, that's... I don't know, guys. I don't think this makes a lot of sense, in all honesty. I mean, clearly it's the case. Like, maybe he's using armament hockey and he's calling it fireproof forest. Like, he's combining the hockey with this, but I'm not seeing it. At least not the vulcanization. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, we're gonna have to go with it, and I'm assuming like, still, even if he's got fireproof forest, it's like I explained, like it's more fire resistance. He can resist against Rhizos, but maybe once again, Sabo, Kaido, Akainu, their fire abilities would probably pierce through this fireproof forest regardless, I'm going to assume. Because if that's the case, if Akainu can't hurt him because of just natural straight up weakness, the magma doesn't hurt him in forest mode, that's going to be absolutely ridiculous to me. That's just going to be stupid. So I'm going to go off on a limb and hope that's not the case, because this is the first instance I think we've seen of that. And not that I mind that they're trying to do that, but that implies that Crocodile never mastered his devil fruit. Like, no one we've seen has ever mastered their devil fruit and the obvious weakness that they would know about. You know, Crocodile had to know that water and blood and all that stuff would affect him. How has he been on the ground? How has he done this for so long and not... You see what I mean? Huh. I don't know. I think that's kind of dumb. But anyways, okay. But if we're going to have, you know, obvious weakness, resistance, that kind of idea, a Navy Admiral is a good way to introduce that. So, okay. And maybe this isn't the first instance. It's been a long story, but I don't remember anybody else fighting against the natural weakness of their devil fruit. But anyways, like literally making an ability to do so. And once again, how? How do you make a forest fireproof? How's that a thing? I just don't get it. But then again, we have dinosaurs that are flying around and stuff, so I don't know. Alright, so let's see. He goes forth, and he stabs Rhizo. Oh shit. And Rhizo, no, he manages to grab it, but then and oh damn, Rhizo, he's sucking out the nutrients. He's sucking the nutrients out and stuff. As I said, I think there's something going on with Green Bull that's more of a like a photosynthesis thing. Like he eventually, like, because he had to fast. He chose to fast for so long. Why? Is it because he gets photosynthesis from the sun, stuff like that? Does he have any obvious other weaknesses that plants do? Would winter suck for him? Is it due to, you know what I mean? Is extreme sun or extreme cold, that kind of, you know, I think there's more glaring issues. But according to him, he can make a fireproof forest, so I'm sure he can make a frost-resistant forest too and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's see. Kawamatsu goes in, damn you, cuts off the vine. So they're doing damage, supposedly. They're cutting him down, but it's... No matter how much we cut, it keeps growing back. Yeah, so are they really doing anything? Hard to say. Probably not. He must have some weakness, right? Well, fire was the obvious one. Oh, Shinobu, what about the ripe jutsu? What about the ripe fruit? Like, literally overly ripen him. Like, turn him so that all the plants die. How about that? Or does he have a aging resistance forest too? I don't know. Age-proof forest is next. Is weed whacking really all we can do? Oh, poor Nekomamushi. And then, Denjiro gets caught up. Oh, shit. And then, oh, damn, the Kawamatsu gets caught. Nekomamushi gets caught. Oh, shit, they're all getting caught up. I mean, it is an Admiral, to be fair. I'm not surprised. But yeah, fireproof forest. Big oddity for me. Let's see. Castle basement. Oh, we're jumping away from the battle. Oh, there's the poneglyph. Kazuki Sukiyaki's secret room. Even further down. Oh, you can go... Wait a minute. You did well to sniff us out. You make it sound like I'm a hyena. Oh, there's Law. Law is following them out. Oh, shit. Law's there, too. I simply noticed the two of you weren't with the others. That naturally made me wonder if you were up to something. Law's here, too. Okay. Be careful where you step. The ground is covered with mold. I never once told Orochi or Kaido about this passage, but they were still able to find the poneglyph in no time. Okay, so there is... So, I'm assuming the road poneglyph, or the load poneglyph. I'm assuming it's down here. Because they had a fishman on their crew. The All-Star Jack. The Calamity. All-Star. How fucking stupid is that? But the Calamity Jack. Okay, so Jack was useful in this way. So because he's a fishman, he managed to... Wait, so they're going below sea level. It must be... So it's in the water. That makes getting it fucking difficult, don't it? Holy shit. Okay, that's cool, though. That's a good spot to hide it. I actually thought... My theory was that the fourth one was below the sea. That was my thought, that the fourth one was below the sea. That's why nobody knows where it is. But, okay. I guess the third one is. How would being a fishman help, says Robin. That will be clear when you see it. How far down does this go, says Law. Let's see. I would say it goes down a few hundreds of years deep. I would say it goes a few hundreds of years deep? Huh. Even Robin questions that. That's not a unit of measurement. Where's this dim light coming from? Oh, there's a window. There's like another little crawl space. There's a glass block window at the end of that crawl space. You can climb in there and take a peek. We should already be below sea level. They crawl in? No fair. Oh, Law popped up and Robin crawled through and Law went shambles. Yeah. Or room. And oh, they're both shocked. Is that Wano underwater? Oh shit, it is too. It is too. But it's looking a little beaten up, but the buildings are all intact. Okay. That is an older Wano from about 800 years ago. The Void Century. Oh yes, we're getting some lore. We gotta love our lore, people. Let's go. What do you mean? Exactly as I said. Although as to why it ended up like this, I have no idea. But it's so well preserved. Does that mean this isn't really seawater? Robin making good points. So it's not just me. Like that, those buildings, if they've been there for 800 years, they're perfectly preserved. How? It's not got the salt. It's not corroding anything because it's pure. It's not seawater. It can't corrode anything. This is what I do know, says Tsukizaki. Long ago, Wano was much larger and located at sea level. Oh. And there's the mountain. On the land around the base of Mount Fuji. Okay, fair enough. So it sunk? Is this Atlantis? Are we doing Atlantis? Like Fishman Island shit? At some point, walls were erected all around, enclosing the island. Somebody erected walls all around Wano? That was done on purpose. Somebody did that on purpose. As a result, the rainwater had no place to escape to, and whole towns were eventually submerged and abandoned. That's not how rainwater works, but okay. We are in the new world where weather makes no fucking sense, so sure, because naturally evaporation is a thing. It's the rain cycle, you know. So okay, going a little funky with that. Not gonna lie. I think we're going a little funky with that, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, it is what it is. Okay. I'll accept it. That's not how that would work, but sure. The land further up The land further up mountain has established for settlers. I don't think that makes sense. The land further up on the mountain or in the mountain. No, mountain was established for settlers. Further up the mountain was established for settlers. Yeah, they're missing a the there. So somebody fucked up, or maybe I'm reading that wrong, but it should be the land further up the mountain was established for settlers. And that grew into the country we are familiar with today. New Wano. So Wano was larger looking at the scale here. The current Wano, precisely. And then down there, they open it up. We have arrived. Oh shit, so they're actually in the sunken Wano, one of the Wano temples. This is the Lode Poneglyph. Oh, Robin's there to read it. Can Law, like, read it or something, too? Yeah, Law can read it or something, can't he? I forget, because he's looking for them and he's reading them and shit, too. So, it's really here. Or he can, like, basic understanding or something. It's really here. This is our third. We just need one more to travel to Laughtail. This is true. Okay, so they only need one more. So she's got the third one. We are now in the cavern near the foot of Mount Fuji. Oh, okay. Okay, they went all the way down. It's just... Oh, so it didn't... I see. In Old Wano. If you continue to trek a little deeper, it is said that you would find the sleeping ancient weapon Pluton. I have never seen it myself, and am unable to show it to you. Well, only a fishman could go... Jinbei. We have Jinbei. Right? We have Jinbei, don't we? So... Wait a minute. I mean, Pluton's the ship, right? It's the world's, like, largest... It's like a disaster. It's the ship. So... The giant ship is down there in ancient Wano? Or the most powerful, the worst battleship in history is down there? Down in... So somebody parked it there, raised up the walls so that it couldn't get out into the open ocean ever again. This is making a lot of sense. So I believe him. Pluton is down there. But you can't get it out to the sea anymore. Because Wano is completely surrounded. They put it literally in a hole at the bottom of the ocean, inside a hole that can't go out into open ocean. That is... The Golden Lion could do it. But, because he could float it. But, even if he did that, he'd have to go underwater and he's got a dump... I don't know. How would they get it out of there? I mean, Jinbei can get it out of there, and he's a helmsman, but... Alright. So, retrieving Pluton would require the removal of the walls that surround this nation. Yet, you'd have to break the walls down to let Pluton out into the... But that's the deterrent. Opening the country is a quite literal act. We would lose our greatest defense and set loose one of the ancient weapons. Best defense is a good offense, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. So, opening the borders, that's what Zunisha is there for. Zunisha can destroy the walls surrounding Wano. And Momo said it's not time yet, for some reason. Odin wanted to open it 20 years from now, though. And he knew. But Momo read the journal. Opening the country unleashes Pluton? Why would Kazuki Odin want that? Robin asking all the questions right after I am. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a great question. Everything I have told you was passed down through generations of shogunate rule. I cannot speak to what Odin may have learned himself during his voyages in the outside world. Clearly, we don't know either, so what is the reason? And is Pluton really the most dangerous battleship of all time, or is it something more or something else? Something... I think it still is a battleship, but like, are all three supposed to come together? All three ancient weapons form to destroy the world government, to destroy Mary Joa, and start the world again or something? Is that the purpose? Let's see. The Flower Capital. Oh, everybody's partying again. All right, so we're jumping away. Oh, we're back to the Green Bull battle. Okay, we didn't jump away to somewhere else. Right outside the Flower Capital. No man can hope to stand against the forces of nature alone. Well, they're not alone. There's multiple of them. Get it? If Kaido was still in charge, I wouldn't have come here. Just when you think the Admiral Agenda is trying to take a W, just when you think they're going to get that W, it just slowly transforms. That's awesome. That's awesome. So that confirms that this dude, this motherfucker, as I stated, he goes and fights weak ass, beaten the shit out of, limbs lost queen and king, thinking he's so cool, loses to Sabo, loses Kuma, and then comes here and tries to beat up some battered samurai and a couple of Kaido commanders because, in his own words, if Kaido were here, I'd be out. I wouldn't have fucking come because you were scared. But you know what I don't get? You know what I don't get? This man is going after the dude who beat his ass. So he literally is too scared to confront Kaido because he's a bitch. So he's a coward. He's playing the tough guy until an actual tough guy comes up. Oh, I'm going to run away. You know, okay. So I'm getting more Green Bull's character here. He's self-righteous. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He talks the talk, but he won't walk the walk. Yeah. So that's interesting. Okay. I wouldn't have come here if Kaido was still here. Yet you want to capture the dude who kicked his ass. So how do you think you're going to... If you're scared of Kaido, aren't you scared of the dude who beat him? Just putting it out there. Let's see. I'm sure living under his regime was miserable. I mean, yeah. But the order he imposed was the deterrent that kept other predators from targeting your country. I mean... Okay. But had Kaido never came... and had Odin been shogun like it was supposed to, Odin would have been that deterrent. So, shitty argument, bud. If Kaido and Orochi never had anything to do with Wano, Odin would have came back after his voyage with Roger, and he would have taken over, and he would have been the deterrent. Because he can beat your ass. Odin definitely could have beat up an admiral. So, you know... That's a shitty argument. That's actually a shitty argument. Let's see. But, I mean, he's speaking in the current... I understand he's speaking in the current state of affairs that by beating Kaido, now you've left yourself open to other predators, and the only thing that was protecting... But, I mean, they were living in tyranny for 20 years. What did they care if Kaido went and fought, you know, admirals and stuff like that, if war was happening on their borders when they're suffering and the children are dying and stuff like that? What do they care? To them, it's just one dictator over another, one predator over another by that logic. So no, his logic's kind of flawed. Because like, oh, other predators showed up because Kaido's gone. Well, living under Kaido was just as bad as living under anybody else, so we were all slaves. So, I mean, you know, like, his argument's kind of, like, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, it's like, so, like, you're saying that now that we beat Kaido, we need to learn how to be able to beat other people that are strong? Like, you know, I guess. Let's see. Just bring me Straw Hat Luffy already. Oh, man, they're all cut up. Oh, even Yamato's there. I guess, you know, didn't hear the not allowed to fight thing. I'll leave you be after I take his head. Okay, well, once again... See, his logic is sort of flawed. Like, I'll give him the living under Kaido regime thing. Like, it was a deterrent for other people. Absolutely, nobody was going to attack Kaido's main base. Understandable. I mean, once again, nobody would attack Odin's main base. That's also understandable. But the idea is that the deterrent was Kaido. Kaido got defeated by the people in this country, and now you want to go and try to take them down? what makes you think you can beat the guys who beat Kaido? Unless, once again, as I said, he's a cowardly motherfucker, just like how he took out King and Queen. He talks the talk like, oh, mere commanders can't fight against me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, you beat weakened commanders. And the only reason you're going after Straw Hat Luffy is before he recovers, by your logic. I guarantee you that's his plan. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Yamato is hanging there. Let's call Luffy and the gang and show this guy who's boss, says Yamato. Yeah, I mean, coming from Yamato, I'm like, yeah, like, because, well, she was ordered not to fight. She was ordered not to fight, so maybe that's why she's sort of sitting there like, you know, well then, like, if you won't let me fight, let's call Luffy and the others and kick his ass, you know what I mean? And Momonosuke yells, no, that is unacceptable. The same goes for you. Do not touch him. Yamato once again, what? Alright, so Yamato's not allowed, and Luffy and them are not allowed. Okay, so are we going to get the reasoning? I think I'm right. I think my theory's right. After all that time chained up on Onigashima, you finally have your chance to be free. Oh, we're getting a freedom speech. Huh? That is why I refuse to taint your send-off. I love how she's just, like, Green Bull's got her in the clutches. She doesn't really care. She doesn't look worse for her. She's like, can we kick this guy's ass already, please? Like, she doesn't seem to care. Up until now, I have continued to rely on Luffy, Zoro, and the others. Denjiro and Kawamatsu. Denjiro smiling at this. Green Bull, but it is an imperative to prove that those of us who are staying here can repel any enemy on our own. Yes, this is what it's what I said last chapter, confirmed here. Yeah, that's the reason. It's they need to prove that once Luffy and the gang leave, and Law and Kid and all the powerful people are gone, they can still defend the borders of Wano. They don't need to constantly worry in the back of their minds that Wano's in danger. That's what he's saying. And Momo, of course, crying because he's still an 8-year-old. If we still have to depend on the people who wish to leave, how can we look any of you in the eyes and say that Wano is safe with us? Yeah, that's a good. You know what? I like the reasoning. Good speech. Good speech. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's a matter of honor. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of not just pride and honor, but it's a matter of a conscience, like a clear conscience, right? He doesn't want to burden Luffy and the Straw Hats, anybody, Yamato, with the worries of how Wano's doing anymore, like in a negative light, like constantly feel guilty for leaving or worried about leaving and that sort of stuff. Wants them to leave with their heads held high and not have a worry about them, that they can take care of themselves. That's a fair argument, so I understand it. But let's see. But are they going to be able to take on an admiral by themselves? I don't know about that. Realistically, like, I'm being serious. I'm not a fan of the Admiral Agenda, guys, but, as you very well know, but an admiral is still an admiral. Momonosuke is no Kaido, no Odin, and maybe if all the scabbards. I can see all the scabbards, plus Momo beating Green Bull. Sure. But right now we've got some weakened scabbards, only half of them, and Momo. So, I don't know. Wonder how this is going to go. Let's see. Momonosuke. Now be gone, you demon tree. Get out of here. Oh, he's trying to borrow breath again. Huff, huff. So you're just a spoiled kid, says Green Bull. I guess even dragons can be pathetic. I said leave. Green Bull, what? Fucking Momo just getting hyped up. Like, no, borrow breath. Boom, baby. Oh, complete and destroy. Look at that. Fireproof forest, my ass. Hyper beam attack. Boom. You gone, bitch. Oh, man, that went right through him. That completely destroyed half his body. Well, it actually came out. Oh, now he's having Momonosuke-sama. And now, boom, 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 thump, thump, thump. Oh, man, he literally, he cut him in half. He's completely destroyed that giant version of him. Sure, that did some damage. Momonosuke-sama, it was a spitting image of Kaido's. Ugh. Oh, Green Bull's still there. And he's like, oh, but he took some damage. He's sweating. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Hang on, you crazy bastard. Oh, Momo's like, oh, Momo's not stopping at one. He's going to borrow breath him again. He's like, oh, be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Dragon roar. Let's go. Momo proving he can fuck up an admiral. Let's go. Wow, boom. Oh, he keeps doing it. That's awesome. And Yamato, he's managing to control his dragon form. Amazing. But his aim still leaves much to be desired. oh man. He's still going. He's burning the entire forest. Let's go. What a pain. Oh, was he hiding in the back the whole time like a little bitch? Oh man, seriously? What a pain. Oh, he's growing himself out from a plant. That's kind of funky. I kind of like that idea, is that he like went, oh, I see what he did. He was that monster tree thing, but as he got damaged, he slipped through like his real body, seemingly in like minuscule form, turned himself into photosynthesis, nutrients, and went through the roots back into the ground and popped out the other side and regrew his body. Okay. I mean, that's pretty broken. That's pretty cool, though. Easy now. Seriously. Oh, he's in the back while the fire's burning around. Huff, huff. Is he trying to burn down the whole town? Let's see. Oh, now he's growing back into that form again, but he must have taken some damage from that. Since you're so hell-bent on playing hardball, have it your way. I'll skewer you and your wannabe Kaido routine from mouth to tail. I mean, that's fair. It was a wannabe Kaido routine, but is it really wannabe? Because you just kicked your ass, burned your forest down, and crack. Oh no. I have no intention of meeting Luffy, but I think Admiral Greenbull changes that idea, because that's coming from the sea. Wait, what? It's coming from the sea. Wait, what? Ugh. Holy, wait a minute. He cut him off. He paralyzed an admiral. He's Green Bull's. I can't move. In place, stuck in place. Whoa! Wait! That Conqueror's hockey. Who the hell? The red hair pirates? You're here too? Okay, wait a minute. What's the kz sound? Is that just the Conqueror's hockey? But did he freeze him in place? Or is he just like, nope, not, wait a minute, I sense the power of Conqueror's hockey, and he's holding his hands up in surrender? I don't understand. I thought at first it seemed at first like he's just, like, can't move. The red hair pirates, you're here too. Oh shit. It is from the sea. He's not even on the shore. Are you telling me that Shanks, from the distance of Wano's borders, all the way to the flower capital, his Conqueror's hockey is so fucking good, it's paralyzing an admiral? He doesn't even need to be within miles to take an admiral. He can take an admiral from miles away. That gotta be miles. From the flower capital to past Wano's borders, that's miles. That is literal miles. I don't know how many miles, but that's miles. Holy shit. Boss, don't just go all out with your hockey like that. All the newbies are foaming at the mouth. Oh, he took down half of his own crew doing it. Oh, and he's there. And he's holding Griffin out. Almost looks like with two hands. But he's got... What's going on there? How is he holding Griffin with... Oh, it just looks like that. I'm assuming that's the pommel, but it looks like he's got two hands. I'm like, Jenks? He's holding it out there, but it looks like it's beaming. It looks like a beam towards the sky. What the hell? I won't call you Marines cowardly or underhanded for this, but I mean, I will. They're absolutely cowardly and underhanded for doing this. But wouldn't you agree it's bad form to go after these worn out saplings? And he literally uses saplings because he can hear him? Is he using Griffin to talk to him or through his hockey? Is that thing? He realizes it's the red hair pirate, so he's actually talking to Green Bull. I won't call you Marines cowardly or underhanded for this. But wouldn't you agree it's bad form to go after these worn out saplings when they're exhausted from making pirate history? Oh shit, Green Bull done goofed. Look at that man sweating bullets. I'm sorry. Green Bull beat trash. He tried to do something, got fucked doing it. Alright, let's go. Let's go. This is amazing. This is so good. Shanksu. Shanks. The man. I mean, I'll call him that, but that's basically what he's saying. I won't call you Marines cowardly or underhanded for this. But you're cowardly and underhanded for going after these guys worn out and exhausted after they just beat up Tuyanko. Like, seriously? How fucking pathetic are you admirals at this point? Let's go. And, Shanks remembering. He remembers, when Luffy cut his face to prove himself. Yeah, and Shanks being like, what did you do that for? And then Odin and Momo, laughing on the ship when Momo got hurt. And wait, what's this? There's a hand, a silhouetted hand? What's this? What's this last two strips? What is that? I don't know what that is. Huh. I feel like that's going to be relevant. Oh, look at Shanks. Shanks is pissed. Does the new age frighten you that much? I think we all peed a little. Not going to lie. That man is mad. That man is pissed. And he's about to destroy... He's about to just walk up to Marine headquarters and blow it up just for this insult. Holy hell. Green Bull. I get it already. It's not like I want to pick a fight with you guys. Not today anyway. It's still trying to act fucked up. No, I don't want to pick a fight with you guys. Not today. Just like Blackbeard. Another pathetic fucking coward thinking they're Shanks. Thinking they can actually get away with shit when Shanks is around. It's not my time to deal with you, red hair. I don't want to pick a fight with you guys. Not today anyways. Oh, go piss off. Blackbeard, Green Bull, get in a corner and start licking your wounds that you can't take on the man, the myth, the legend. Just agree he's better than you in every possible conceivable way. I don't care how many devil fruits you get. I don't care how many fucking badass the Tenryubito are gods and pirate dreams will never die and all your stupid speeches. You're not Shanks. Shanks is his own entity. He's a tier above. Stop acting like you're one day going to be able to take him. Just stop it. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. This is ridiculous. But it's so good. Oh man, this chapter's good. And it just keeps going. Yamato, woohoo! And Momo like, oh, I did it. Oh, crying and stuff. And then we see, there's the Straw Hats. There's Brooke and there's Frankie and everyone. Oh, there's Hiyori. And everyone's like cheering and stuff like that. Woohoo! Everybody's having fun at the fire festival. And somebody, I forget who talked about this, and I completely agreed. I forgot who talked about this. Is that Luffy would know? Luffy and I'll give it to Sanji. Sanji should know, and I argued that a couple other people might know. You know, like Law and stuff like that. They should all recognize this is going on. Their observation hockey is this level. There's no way they didn't know that an admiral was there or going on. And now we're seeing that they respected, they understood before. Like, Yamato is new to the game. She doesn't understand. But they knew this is a battle it's not their job to fight. Even though it's an admiral, I love this. I love this. They are now officially a Yonko crew where they can sit back and watch an admiral battle and be like, do we got to step in? Oh man, this is so good. And I love that Jinbei's there too. The 4 strongest on the crew, the 4 mightiest on the crew are standing there. I mean, Yamato hasn't joined yet, and I would argue Yamato's probably stronger than Sanji and Jinbei, probably, but that remains to be seen. Nonetheless, point is, I'm not going to ruin this moment by that shit. We got the monster trio plus the helmsman himself, just as strong. And he's gone. Luffy, Zoro, everyone. Guess we don't need to lend a hand after all. So they were all prepared. The top tiers of the Straw Hat crew were prepared. They're like, do we got to interfere? Yeah, maybe. Because that's hilarious that they were like, yeah, let's go kick the shit out of an admiral. Yeah, it's a good workout after, kicking the shit out of 2 Yonko. I think it's time we beat up an admiral for fun. Good warm-up routine. Yep, good warm-up. Zoro there, check Momo out. And Jinbei's sitting there, indeed, and that hockey just now was really something too. Yeah, who was that? Luffy smiling, a familiar face just popped into my head. Nice, and we see the red hair pirates moving on. Oh, so Luffy knows that Shanks was there. Shanks is watching over them. He knows whose hockey it was. That's a nice moment. Actually, the Shanks moment is amazing. The Shanks moment is absolutely awesome because it's Shanks. But I really love this. I guess there's 1, 2, 3. The 4th last panel of Sanji, Luffy, Zoro, and Jinbei. All sitting there, all just chillaxing. Sanji's having a smoke. Luffy's eating a kebab. And they're just all standing there and sitting down chillaxing, watching an admiral battle. They've now officially reached that level. They're now officially a Yonko crew. Not just Luffy, but the crew itself is now Yonko tier. And they can casually sit back and be like, let's see if they need a hand. We'll observe and we'll wait to see. If anything goes awry, we'll step in. They're treating admirals as not fodder, but not much above fodder. Do we need to step in? I don't know. We'll see. But they're acting as though the way Sanji says this is that lend a hand, as though it would be casual at this point for them to, for the 4 of them to beat up an admiral. Absolutely. There's nobody in the Marines that can take on all 4 of these dudes at once. Nobody. Even Akai Inu loses to these 4. I would argue Luffy beats Akai Inu at his current stage with Gear 5th and all that shit. He absolutely does. So with the 4 of them, yeah, no question. He beats Akai Inu. The only one, once again, we talk in Prime Garp and Prime Sengoku, we might have a different story, but right now, no one's taking on these 4 in the Marines. The 4 of them together versus one, no. Not happening. Nobody can beat these guys. That is amazing. That is amazing. I think that's my favorite. As much as I love Shanks, I don't know which panel is the best panel. This was an amazing chapter. I am so glad I live reacted to this. I know it's going to be an hour because One Piece reactions are always an hour. They're always long. Because there's so much to talk about. But yeah, Admiral Agenda, get fucked. Get absolutely fucked. Luffy and the gang are treating you like you're C tier at best at this point. And Shanks just told the same thing he told the Blackbeard 500 chapters ago, fuck off. And Blackbeard had to run home with his tail between his legs. Mr. New Age, my ass. Ironically, considering this chapter's entitled New Age, and Blackbeard claimed it was his age, and blah, 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 blah. Shanks showed up and said, no, it's not. And, oh, no, it's not. You're right. Bye. And now Green Bull's got to do the same thing. Run home with his tail between his legs. After defying a superior officer's orders, by the way. So, Not only will he get in shit for this, he didn't even accomplish anything. Other than fireproof forest. What the hell? What the fucking hell? That's all I gotta say. Anyways, that's the reaction, guys. This has gone on long enough. I'm sure we'll discuss this more in future streams and stuff like that. But and we got to have a One Piece discussion soon once the official Wano post Wano ends sort of idea. I feel like we're gonna do a big stream, get a lot of people in here. I don't know a whole lot of fellow One Piece YouTubers, really. But, so, I don't know who's going to really be jumping in, but probably some people from my Discord, some people from Miss Content's Discord. We'll probably get something going, some big fans of One Piece and stuff, and we'll try to get some differing opinions, you know, a few people with the Admiral Agenda, a few people who don't like Shanks, that kind of deal, right? Just to get some differing opinions, get some toxicity, you know, get some drama, that kind of fun jazz. Or maybe we'll all sit around here and just have one big nerd fest and just be, you know, wanking off One Piece because it's so great. I don't know. But anyways, that's the reaction, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Fourth and most thing, I'll drink responsibly. It took me a beer to get through the reaction. So, yep. Have a good one. See you back here next time. Bye-bye.